Hello everyone, Storm 11 here. Today we'll be taking a look into severe weather. Also, the next system that will hit parts of the plains is looking to be a big time system. Now we're going to get started with the GFS here. We'll be looking into the supercell composite as well. We'll not be looking at any other grades. Well, we may take a look at the jet stream. We'll also be talking about the Storm Predictor's outlook. And seems like it's going to be staying busy for the next few days. And so, here we go, starting with GFS here. What's going to be starting off today for severe weather. We're going to continue with the days on here. So today, there's an enhanced risk. I doubt it. I don't know really the reason why for upgrading. Like, I don't really see it. Maybe I could see there. So they have a 30% for damaging winds. Everything else is still the same. Hail is at 15. Tornado is at 2%. Yesterday they had all of them upgraded to like slight. The only thing that's been downgraded was the tornado risk. It's been downgraded to 2%. Now tomorrow, there's been an update on that today. Now there's a slight risk again for the Carolinas and Georgia. It's for a smaller area and same risk. Very similar risk. Tornado, wind, hail is all at slight risk. So we can have some damaging winds. Just most likely could be the primary threat. We can have some large hail. That's a possibility. We can also have a couple spin-up tornadoes, which I think earlier this morning down in Alabama there was a EF1 tornado with winds 90 to 100 miles an hour. You rarely get tornadoes in the morning, so that's pretty rare to see there. Now let's go ahead and go back to the GFS here. So you got a surface low going on here out in Mississippi causing some of this severe weather. You also do have a system up here. You got a clipper up there bringing in a cold front. It's a weak cold front. It's not going to bring much of anything. So, yeah, them systems starts to die out. Here comes this system coming out of the Rockies. This is going to be the big one here. It's already at 990 millibars. You're expecting this to deepen pretty well. See, right now it's at 982. So this is Wednesday. So if we go back to the Storm Prediction Center's outlook, you're looking at a slight risk for severe weather for portions of Nebraska to Kansas. You also got a marginal risk just surrounding those areas. It does include the states of Iowa and Missouri. Right now, your main threats, it's looking to be damaging winds, maybe get some large hail. So all the threats are on the table. But there's 7 I'm going to show you guys. So right now, we're going to transition over College of Deluge. That's the name. So we're going to be doing a continental United States here. We're going to talk about, now it's going to be one of these type scenarios here. We're going to take a look at the supercell composite from the GFS if it can load in. We'll also take a look at the NAM as well because there's 7 I just want to show you guys here. So you got to be careful with forecasting here. So, what the GFS predicting, not really of any risk up to the north. It's just in Alabama, Texas, Louisiana. And here we go. Here, it seems like it's been calming down some. You see there's an 8 up here. Your slight risk is going to be right in within this area. But what you also do see here is an enhanced risk and a slight risk stretching back down to Texas. Now, you have to look into forecast soundings here. Because, look at this. It says nothing, but the supercell composite shows an enhanced. This is a 5 here. You can look. This is a complete mess. If you have the red line crossing, like way down here, see, it's crossing over the yellow dotted line. What that means is there's a cap. A cap means that basically thunderstorms cannot develop with a cap on. It's just basically a layer that's just not letting thunderstorms to develop. Cape, however, it's up to 1,000. If cape is not there, you could probably take a look at a slight risk stretching back down that way. But that's not going to be the case. That's why you don't have a marginal or a slight risk stretching back down that way, even though the models show that. The NAM shows the same thing as well. If we go ahead and take a look at the NAM here, at this point it's updating. Seems like we're able to go that far out the time I'm making this video. So supercell composite here. So here we go. And it doesn't look like it's going to reach out that far. We could probably wait on that till the end of the video here. We'll switch back over to the GFS here. Continental United States here. Now let's take a look at the jet stream here. The jet stream is going to can be important. It can change up the weather some. So here we go here. You can see here's your low pressure right there. When you get jet streams like this, you can have potential severe weather within these areas here. At this point, you do have high knots, which it gives rotation in the atmosphere. There, continues on. Now, sometimes if you get very strong troughs, like this one, however, you know how it deepens that way. That's a severe weather setup, and that's Sunday right there. And it continues on that way by effectively having missing ingredients there. You can see severe weather pushes out into the east. And I'm actually interested to see, it says, what the supercell composite shows. It only has 2 ingredients combined. You can see here, back up. See, there's a slither of enhance. We could take a look at the forecast sounding of that particular area. Tornado. But you can see here it does not cross over. So it is letting storms develop. I think this graph here is called a hydrolithic graph. That's how you get the potential hazard type. This here does not get this. The hydrograph, I think that's what you call it, goes with the potential hazard type, not with the rest of this here. This is all different stuff here. But really the main thing you gotta be focused is this here. That's the most important one. These here could be important as well. Most certainly these here is most important within forecast soundings there. That one there, that's just confusing to me. That's why I don't talk about that. I've seen somebody talk about that, but you know, it's too confusing for me. And I think people can understand that. So let's see here. Here's Sunday here. It does want to give a little bit of a risk for severe weather down in the south. So that tells me, well, I haven't really looked into other stuff, so I'm not really 100% sure yet on that. We do have potential for severe weather that pushes out to the east on Friday as well. So let's go back to the Storm Prediction Center's outlook. Day 4, they got a 15%, which is a slight risk going in for parts of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee there. Now, the main threats is really just going to be the damage winds because we're just looking at a squall line to go through. So that's why there's a 50% spin. So they have enough confidence to put a 15%. On day 5, however, there is potential for severe weather, but predictability is too low. You might get to see a 15% tomorrow, and day 6, day 7, day 8 is just all predictably too low at this point. Now let's go ahead and go back here. 978, 979, seems like it's going to be 977 right there. When these black lines here are isobars. When they are very close together, you're talking about very strong winds there. And there's a lot of snow to deal with. Here comes your severe weather threat. You can tell going back, like right here, your severe weather threat's right here, right in these areas. But what you don't see is there's not much precipitation. That's basically why. So there's a cap there. But there's no cap going on here, so you get a line of strong to severe thunderstorms. That pushes out to the east, and then that system dies off. And there's a system there. There goes another potential system there. And there's just some uncertainties after that. Now let's really quickly take a look at snowfall totals here from different models. So this model here in particular wants to give a risk of 3 feet of snow for parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. That's something I can agree on with that. I mean, my prediction is probably the highest snowfall total is going to be 24 to 30 inches of snow. We can have some areas that could potentially reach up to 3 feet. But whenever I watched David Schwathauer's video, he was giving out a 24 to 48 inches of snow. And I think it was for this area here. It goes in for parts of South Dakota and Minnesota. And I do disagree with that. I think that snowfall total is too high. That is something I highly doubt that's going to happen. Snow for the Ohio Valley? No. Please, no. Seems like this ball here wants to give up potentially up to 40 inches of snow for parts of South Dakota. It's really the highest there. We can really quickly take a look at the European model on windy here. And rain and thunder, do snow. I think this here is going to give a lot of snow, is what I've seen, yeah. So here you go here with snowfall totals here. Seems like this is less than the others here. 27 inches is looking to be your highest, or 28. So right now, averaging these out, it's looking to be 30 to 36 inches of snow. My forecasting is going to be around there. And for that typical area, it seems like the best idea for confidence is going to be parts of southwestern Minnesota and southeastern parts of South Dakota and potentially northeastern Nebraska. It seems like the city of Mitchell, South Dakota, seems like you will get a bullseye on this one here. But sometimes there, things can change. It can go, snow totals could go down. It could go up. The track could be different. But really, the best agreement for the track seems like it's going to be going down this way and go up like that. So when you kind of get something like this right here, you can get a lot of snow on the northern side for these states here when it kind of goes down like that instead of going in one direction. So yeah, this is all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you really do like my channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you got any questions, go ahead and put in the comment section down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.